Hi everybody, it's me, Sarah. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are doing a yoga flow for dancers. You do not have to be a dancer to do this flow. It is for everyone, but I do have a yoga for ballet dancers video up on my channel that has gotten a lot of positive feedback. So I just wanted to give you guys another option for dancers. This one will be a little bit shorter, a little less of an intense workout. We're going to get into the hips and into the spine, and it should leave you feeling good. So let me just get my timer out so this is going to be like a 30-ish minute class. Let's get started in Sukhasana. Nice, easy seat, closing the eyes, or finding a gaze to point at in front of you. And we're going to begin taking a deep inhale in through the nose and exhaling out through the mouth. Another one in through the nose and exhaling out through the mouth. Good, this time sealing the lips. Inhale in through the nose, out through the nose. One more breath. In through the nose and out through the nose. Good, choosing however you want to breathe. Inhaling in through the nose and out through the nose or mouth. We are going to begin to take circles, leading with the rib cage around and forward as you breathe in, and around and back as you breathe out. And I had a teacher calling this stir the pot. This is really good for your digestive system, stimulating those internal organs. Let's reverse the circle when you're ready, and also just feeling how it warms up the muscles around your spine and shoulders, and even down into the hips here. Beginning to come into our bodies today. Good, slowly spiral yourself back to center. On your next inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, nice twist, opposite hand to knee, looking back behind you. Inhale in your twist. Exhale lets you twist a little deeper. Good. Keep the hand on the knee. We're going to come back to center and cross the other arm over and just round back into this nice shoulder stretch. Deep breath here. And then like you're taking your shirt off, you're going to bring your hands to your shoulders like you're giving yourself a hug, and then inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, twist other side. Good. Inhale in your twist. And exhale lets you twist a little deeper. Keeping the hand on the knee, coming back to center, cross it over. And let's round on this side. 2 deep breaths into the upper back. Hands come to the shoulders, giving yourself a big hug. And inhale, let's reach our arms up. And this time they come down by your sides. Beautiful. We're going to come into boat pose for a little abdominal strengthening. So grab behind your knees. We're going to lean back. Roll your shoulders back and think of your heart lifting. So we're not collapsing in our boat, but we're pulling the heart forward, the lower belly scooping, and we're going to keep our hands under the thighs today. Core strength, really important for everybody, especially dancers, but all of us can use a strong core. We're going to do little toe taps where one toe comes up, the other toe comes down, and switch. Switch and switch. Good. Keep rolling the shoulders down. Keep scooping the lower abs. Option to let go of the hands. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome work. Plant your feet. Plant your hands behind you, hip width distance with those feet. Inhale, lift the hips up. Head can go back or not. Feel what works for you today. Reverse tabletop. And let's come down. We're going to come into deer pose. This is a nice little quad stretch. If you have sensitive knees, you can pad your knee, or you can kind of shift so your knee is, here, I'll show this side first. Shift so your knee is still on your yoga mat. You're going to create a right angle from your hip to your knee to your shin with both legs. And you're going to walk your hands back. And I want you to think of pushing this hip forward as you sink back. So you're getting a stretch through the front outside of this hip flexor and quad. Should feel really good. If you want to come back on your elbows, you can. For me, this is great up here. Be sure to flex the back foot so you protect the knee. Let's take one more deep breath. Good. Walk yourself back up. Before we go to the other side, let's just take a little side bend towards the back leg. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, side bend. Good. Let's come around to the other side. Just getting into the front of the hip. Walking your hands back. It's really hot out here today. And the floor feels hot for my hands, so I'm getting a deep stretch. It's hot yoga for me today. Think of pushing that front hip forward so you're using that glute to open up through the quad. One more breath. And walking yourself back up. Side bend towards your back leg. Inhale, reach your arm up. Exhale, just making space all the way from your hip up through your lower ribs, up even into your shoulder. And let's come back around, and we're going to come to tabletop position. Once you're there, we're going to take 3 rounds of cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, curl. Think of pulling your heart through and creating space in your low back. One more. Good. Then we're going to flip the wrists so the hands are pointing back towards our body. And then we're going to tuck the toes. So getting a little bit into our extremities, our feet and our wrists. And then we're just going to take little circles through the hips. Should feel the stretch in the front of your wrist and forearm. And loosening up through those hips. Just baby circles. Good. Release it. You can circle out those wrists for a moment. And let's just take a child's pose to come off those hands. Take 2 breaths here. On your next inhale, we're going to come forward back to that good tabletop. And we're going to shoot the left leg out and back and then cross it over to the right. So you're creating a long arc from your right shoulder your left shoulder down through your left foot back behind you. Just push into that, kind of crunch into your side as you push your heel back. Take a deep breath here. And then we're going to lift the toes off and try to tap the left knee to the left elbow, crunching the other way. Good. Tap the toe to the right and back. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, reach over to the side. Exhale, up to the left elbow. Let's take 2 more. Getting into our obliques and our glutes a little bit. Let's bring that foot all the way up and out for a lizard lunge. Lizard lunge is where your shoulders are inside of your knees, and you can shift a little side to side here. Sink down through those hips. Should feel good. Make sure you're breathing. And then when you're ready, we're going to heel toe the left foot into the midline. Start to zip up through those inner thighs. So now we are in hip width distance with those feet. Let's tuck the back toes. Come high on those back toes, root to the front heel, and we're going to lift our upper body up. Good, let's give ourselves a big hug like we did before in this high lunge. On your next inhale, like you're taking off your shirt, reach the arms up. Exhale, relax the shoulders down and think of dropping your tailbone down. One more inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Good, find your alignment here so the front knee is over the front toes. The shoulders are over your hips and you're still dropping that tailbone down. You've got it. One more deep breath, sinking into your warrior 2. Good, then flip the front hand, stretch the front leg, reverse triangle, breathe in and back. And up and forward, let's come into our regular triangle pose. Reaching the right arm up. Open up through that top shoulder and pull back on that top hip. Good, then we're going to look down, we're going to bend that left knee, and we're going to come into a twisted lunge. So turn on your back foot and reach the left arm up. You can stay high on the back knee, or you can drop it down. You can even come into a little quad stretch here if you'd like, reaching back for the foot. Wherever you are, let's take 2 more deep breaths. And release. If your back knee was lifted, go ahead and lower it down. Meet us here, and we're going to shift back for our half splits hamstring stretch in the left leg. Think of lengthening your tailbone back, pulling back on the left hip so you get that deep hamstring stretch. One more breath. Good, and then roll forward. Let's come back to that twisted lunge. Lift the back knee, lift the left arm, and we're going to start to turn on the right foot and step the left foot halfway back. So we're in this kind of half side plank. We're going to inhale, lower the hips down, look back at that left hand. Exhale, lift the hips up, reach the arm to the top of the mat. 2 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. It's an oblique day today. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And let's find downward facing dog. First downward dog, so puddle out your feet. Bend the knees if you need. Maybe turn the head side to side. And exhale, drop the knees. Child's pose. 2 breaths. And we'll go into the other side, coming up into our table. Start by bringing your right leg over to the left. Push into that right heel. Almost squeeze into the left side so you're lengthening the right side. And also push back into the heel for another Achilles stretch. Good, then we're lifting the leg up and exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, tap it back where it was. And exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, reach to the left side. Exhale, crunch to the right. Again, you can breathe in through the nose and then your choice, exhale through the nose or mouth. And let's step it up this time, lizard lunge. Shoulders are inside of that knee. I like to sway side to side. I think my timer overheated, so I don't know how long we've been flowing, but try to keep it, let's say, under 40 minutes today. Okay, let's heel toe that front foot back to the midline. Hug the inner thighs in. I almost like to think of pressing down through that front foot so you almost come out a little bit. You're not sinking down. You're pressing away from the earth. Tuck the back toes and press high on that back heel. When you're ready, coming up, high lunge. Giving yourself a hug. Just feel the shoulders stacking right over the hips, even if you need to bend that back leg. On your next inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, shoulders drop down. Inhale, make space. Exhale, warrior two. And just go over your checklist here. See if you can bring some energy into those low belly muscles that we found in our boat pose to help drop the tailbone. Beautiful. We're going to flip the front hand, stretch the front leg, and inhale, reach up and back. Reverse triangle. Exhale through center, and inhale to your regular triangle, opening up the left shoulder and the left hip. Feel free to look down or up or straight forward. Everybody has a different place that feels good with their neck here, so just go to a place that is okay for your neck. We're all going to look down now and bend the right knee, turn on the back toes, come to your twisted high lunge. Left hand plants, right arm lifts up. You can stay here or find your quad stretch. Careful that you're not letting your right knee open up to the right. You're pressing through the right big toe. Everyone meeting with their knee down. Let's shift back for half splits. Good. Roll forward to your lunge. Coming back to the twisted variation with the knee off. We're going to step back halfway to our little side plank. Inhale, lower the hips, reach the arm back of the mat. Exhale, lift, reach the arm front of the mat. Two more like that. Good. Meeting in our downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. This time we're going to roll forward to plank pose, nice and strong. I like to shift forward and back on my feet, feeling the shoulders over the wrists. And we exhale, lower to the belly. Good. We're going to take cobras, getting progressively higher up. But first, really press down through the tops of your feet, like you're pulling your tailbone back to your feet, and then think of your elbows pulling back to your feet as well. We inhale, lift baby cobra, and exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift a little bit higher. And exhale, lower down. Last one, inhale, lift, full cobra. And exhale, lower down. Let's shift back to child's pose. Nice work, everyone. Take a moment to rest here in your child's pose. Good. Slowly taking your time to find the comfortable seat that we started in today. From here, we're actually going to bring one knee in and the other leg out to the side. And let's take a little side stretch here. So let's bring our hand inside of the knee and reach the arm up and over. Another option to support the head is to bring the elbow down and the hand in the head. So that's just an option. You can also bring a block under that elbow. Inhaling back up, slowly coming up. And let's take the other side. Nice and easy. So either bringing the hand down or the elbow down to support the head with the hand. Try to keep your hips grounded. And take 2 deep breaths here. Inhaling back to center. Good, you guessed it. We're going to bring both legs out. This time we're going to walk our hands forward and passively drop the head. Again, you can bring your elbows to the ground, bring your head into your hands. Starting to feel the heart rate slowing down after our flow, our breath slowing down. Slowly pressing yourself up. And we'll take one more forward fold, just Paschimottanasana. Your straight forward fold over 2 legs. You can move your glutes, your bum out of the way so you can feel those sit bones. Feel free to take a nice gentle bend in the knees, reaching the arms up and forward. Try to relax through the whole back body. Breathing into the belly, the sides of the ribs, even into the back of the ribs, back of the spine. Let's take one more slow, deep breath here. And then taking your time to walk your hands up. Just gonna slowly roll down inch by inch. Seeing if you can roll through the lower back, middle back, and upper back. Reaching your arms and legs away from each other, finding space. Good, we're gonna plant the feet down, hip width distance, coming into one bridge pose. Rolling the spine up. And imagine you're squeezing a yoga block between your knees. Roll your shoulders back. And slowly lower down. Beautiful. We're going to cross the right knee over the left, crossing the knees. The thighs are touching. And we're going to bring this shape towards us. You can grab for either the back of the left thigh, or you can bring either hand to your shins. This is the version I like. Some people like to grab the outsides of the feet or the big toes. For me, that kind of torques my ankle. Um, if you have ankle or knee issues, go ahead and flex those feet. You can also take a figure 4, but this is just our supine version of Gomukhasana, cow legs. One more deep breath. And if you have the feet or ankles, release them. I'm going to plant that left foot back down and just press into the foot, shift the hips over to the right, and let the knees fall over to the left for a nice twist with our legs crossed. If the cross of the legs is too much, just go ahead and stack the knees. Opening up through the IT bands. Feeling the hips rotating to the left in the upper body and shoulders rotating to the right. Using the connection belly button to center to come back up. And we'll switch sides. Left knee crosses over the right. And first, let's hug our knees into our chest and grab wherever feels comfortable for this nice hip opener. Relax the shoulders and the face. Maybe you close the eyes at this point in your practice. One more deep inhale. And your exhale, releasing the feet, planting the right foot down. Shift your hips over to the left and let your knees fall to the right. I like to open my arms. One more deep breath in your twist on this side. Using the connection of your core to bring your knees back up to center, uncrossing the legs. And let's just let the knees fall open for our Supta Baddha Konasana. Taking as long as you like in this, sorry, there are bugs crawling all over me. In this shape, or you can come into Shavasana if you're ready for that. Up to you. Just feel your back body, whatever's touching the mat, heavy into the mat. And your front body, whatever's facing up to the sky, softening. Feel free to stay here on your back for as long as time allows you. This is where I will leave you today. Take good care of yourself, and I'll see you back here on my channel.